Here are 10 extremely frugal living strategies that will work in 2020. 3. 10. Choose your priorities. A modest lifestyle does not exclude you from spending money on anything. Instead of attempting to reduce or eliminate all expenditures, consider what is most important to you and your family. If applicable, it is okay to spend money on things that are essential to you and can enhance your life. When you know your priorities, you'll also know what isn't important to you, and that's where you can save money. Do all you can to save money on things that aren't important to you, and you'll have more money to spend on your priorities in 2023. Not only that, you'd have mastered a very efficient saving lifestyle by the end of 2020. 3. It is very important to put the things you want to purchase in order of importance. This is the best way to prioritize things for yourself, or else you will need help deciding what and not to blow all your cash on. Everyone has different priorities. What is important to you may not be important to another, and vice versa. Knowing how you want to prioritize your money and being willing to make changes in other areas are the key. 9. Make a budget and keep track of your expenses. Controlling your expenditure is essential for getting the most out of your money. And the best way to achieve this is by creating a budget. This has proven to be one of the most effective strategies to gain control of your spending. It has worked in past years, and it will work in 2023. Some individuals hate budgeting, but it doesn't have to be that way. Budgeting goes hand in hand with determining your priorities. Imagine setting the foundation of a house. The stronger it is, the longer it will stand. Well, budgeting is a good way to lay a foundation for 2020. 3. And working and living according to that budget would make the year even better for you. How can you create a budget for 2020? 3. Download a budgeting app on your phone. Having a list of necessary spending and a part designated to miscellaneous is this way. No matter what comes up, you always stay within your budget. Once you've made your budget, please keep track of your costs to ensure you remain inside it. Tracking spending may be a strenuous activity, but it can be beneficial in keeping you motivated to manage your money. Trust me, doing this would not only make your 2023 golden, but it would also make you save up enough money and feel like an actual champ. 8. Monitor your net worth. Do you know that knowing your net worth helps you to better organize your expenses for the year? Look at how much you made in 2022. Now, use that to judge how much you're willing to spend in 2023. Do you see? It helps you work your finances better. Monitoring your net worth is considered one of the best frugal living tips because when perfected, it transcends all aspects of your life over many years. Plus, having a clear idea of your net worth really helps you to decide what and what not to go near as well. 7. Purchases should be postponed. Make it a practice to wait at least 48 hours before making any unneeded purchases. This practice will assist you in avoiding impulsive purchases that result in buyer's remorse. I'm sure you made a lot of unnecessary purchases in 2022. While you go into 2023, take your time when making purchases to ensure that you desire or need the item and that it is a wise use of your money. Yes, it might look fancy, tasty, or irresistible in general. Sleep on it. Think about it, then come back. That way, you'd have a clear head to decide whether or not you need to spend that money or save it in 2020. 6. Look for easy wins. It's 2020. 3. And everyone is working from home these days. So instead of spending a chunk of money on expensive cell phones or computers for work, you could purchase something cheaper that performs equally the same job. This allows you to make more money while spending way less. Easy wins are financial opportunities that help you make money without taking little or nothing from your already laid down finance or savings. The trick is to identify simple methods to save money on items that matter to you, while still making use of it to make more money for yourself. Another way to secure easy wins is if you're into social media blogging, you could get a cheaper camera set if you're a video blogger. Make your videos, gain lots of viewers, and make more money for yourself. This way, you've spent way less on the camera and made way more from your videos. 5. Take advantage of perks. We'll get to that in a second. I have a favor to ask of you. If you like this video so far, please subscribe to the channel. There are other benefits accessible, such as credit card cashback and points. Rakuten and Ibotta cashback applications, loyalty programs, and discounts from associations or memberships are some of the more frequent benefits, although there are plenty of others. These minor details may appear inconsequential, yet they build up. You may create your system for optimizing credit card rewards and earn a significant amount of money each year. Travel hacking utilizing credit card rewards and miles allows many individuals to travel for free or cheaply. And nothing is stopping you from doing the same in 2023. Have you heard of Rakuten? It was called Ibotta at the time several years ago, but people never used it because they didn't think it was worth the effort. Now they're glad they're giving it a shot because it's extremely easy, takes almost no effort, and saves a lot of money. It's easy to earn $1,000 or even a few $1,000s in perks every year if you work hard and stack incentives. That all adds up. 4. Examine your recurring bills. Examining your monthly fees and subscriptions is a smart way to minimize expenditures and raise your savings rate in 2023. Any money saved on a recurring expense will put extra money in your pocket each month rather than just once. You can cancel a subscription or strive to reduce the amount of your fee. Depending on the type of bill, you can choose a less expensive plan or negotiate a lower cost. Some frequent costs you can reduce include gym memberships, which are optional since you can work out at home, a magazine or internet membership that is completely unnecessary, a cable or satellite TV subscription, or any other services that you do not use or require. Other monthly expenditures, such as utilities, can be decreased with a moderate effort to help maximize your saving in 2023. 3. Live in a modest home. Housing is a significant expenditure, whether you rent or buy. Buying a more expensive property than you can afford is one of the most costly financial blunders you can make. It defeats everything being frugal stands for. Living within or below your means is an important frugality principle. That doesn't mean you have to live in a tiny house in 2023, but you only overspend if a bank or mortgage lender has approved you for a certain amount. Of course, what characterizes a property as modest will influence your income and net worth. Make sure you can afford your home fees comfortably and with enough breathing room in your finances. Remember, 2023 is our year of prudent spending and saving a lot more. So let's make that the goal by following these tips. 2. Buy used products because they're cost effective. Many of the items you require may be purchased secondhand. Sometimes the most difficult part is simply getting into the mentality of looking for a used item rather than going to a store out of habit. Clothes, furniture, household goods, toys, kid and baby products, sporting goods, games, tools, and even electronics may be obtained and used for a fraction of the price of a new one, allowing you to spend less and save more. Thrift stores, flea markets, auctions, and yard sales are good places to look for secondhand stuff. Rather than go to the expensive brand store, look for the used ones. They look good and new and equally serve the same purpose. If you get into the habit of purchasing secondhand, you may save a lot of money in 2020. 3. 1. Buy an affordable car. Cars are expensive items that many people cannot afford. If you consider an automobile a status symbol, you will almost certainly overpay, which is something almost everyone does now. However, if you consider a car to be only a method of mobility, you will most likely pay far less. Many thrifty individuals prefer to purchase old automobiles, and some may argue that purchasing a new car is always a waste of money. Buying a new automobile may be a fantastic deal if you buy a car in a cheap price range, which is the best option. Another critical step is to avoid most of the choices and upgrades. Although this may seem difficult, if not impossible, it is the most valuable advice anybody can give you. Another important point to consider is retaining the automobile for a long time before changing it. Much more recent models would be out, but you cannot waste all your money on that. Why? Because it needs to be more important. Whether you choose a new or used car, it's important to go with an affordable car and keep it for a long time before replacing it. Now only a few people believe this. Usually, the only time people fail to change their cars is when they need more money or they're most likely driving the latest one and don't see any need to change it. But don't be like these folks. Some have no money, and when things go wrong, they have little or, in most cases, nothing to fall back on. The new year brings both great aspirations and hurdles. but it is up to you to determine how you will handle it. But the journey doesn't end here. Check the first link in the description for our Frugal Living ebook. It's never too late to start making smart financial decisions.